What are some tricks in bed that everyone should know? Change your bed sheets. Having a clean bed sheet really changes the ambience and put your thermostat down a few degrees. Especially after shaving your legs. If you have a fan on low, even if it's not pointed at you, it can create the kind of noise that prevents you from hearing every little house click and thing happening outside. I can't sleep without a fan. It saved me from my neighbor's noises apartment complex. Good advice. Tuck the most inaccessible corner first when changing the sheets. Absolutely. If you're not one of those fancy people with a bed in the middle of a wall, always do the corner first. The corner is always the toughest. And no one likes doing that awkward belly flop push, stretch and tuck whale movement after the other three corners are locked and loaded. When it comes to pillows, quality is more important than quantity. Also, don't sleep in your day wear. If your sheets keep popping off the corners of your mattress, you need deep pocket sheets. Be careful if you make the jump to a king-size bed. There's no going back. Everything else sucks. NSFW nighttime suggestions for wakefulness. Putting one arm under the pillow makes it more comfortable. Nothing you ever do in bed will feel as good as taking a bath and sliding into a fresh set of sheets. Keeps depression at bay. Shave your legs with that bath one time. Seriously. It's like putting it on 11 here and there. I recommend putting your phone down at least half an hour before bed to ensure a good night's sleep. Like that's ever gonna happen. PSHHH, work won't be too bad tomorrow, I can stay on it another 20 minutes. Velociraptors can only reach the bottom bunk. Make sure to place torches all around your bed so monsters don't spawn and you can jump into bed right away. I use glowstone for the aesthetics. I like the lanterns. LPT. Use redstone lanterns tied to a daylight sensor so you get the benefit of the light at night but reduce your electricity bill. If you are sleeping with your so and they have most of the bed, don't be afraid to just sleep on the floor. Have at least 3 layers over you when it's cold. Just like clothing. Layering your bedding makes it easier to get and stay warm. And you can easily remove single layers if you get too warm. If you are peeing in a dream, chances are you just pissed the bed. So wake up. My favorite line from Golden Girls. Sophia says, "I'm very regular. I pee every morning at 7:30 on the dot. The problem is that I don't wake up until 8:00. Stick one foot outside the duvet. Keeps you remarkably cooler. And shows you laugh in the face of monsters. I've only seen this raw power once before. It didn't scare me then. It does now. You tend to sleep better when the room is a bit colder than normal. Put your thermostat down a few degrees. Not only will you sleep better, but you'll save on heating bills in the winter time if you live in a colder climate. But I like waking up in the middle of the night feeling like I died in my sleep and crossed into some desert hell. If your mattress is old and starting to feel uncomfortable, instead of replacing it, buy a 100 mattress topper. It can make your mattress feel new again and give you a few more years of use before you need to replace it. If you have large thighs and sleep on your side, get a pillow for your knees. It will support them better and the guys prevent crushing your bits. Heads work fairly well in the place of a pillow. Or at least that's what my ex said. Well, this is officially my top comment. Laying on your left promotes digestion as gravity moves food through and cuts down on heartburn. I get terrible nightmares when I sleep on my left side. Not sure why. Edit. Wow, OMG, this blew up, rip my inbox. But seriously. Sorry for not replying to everyone. I'll do that now. And thank you for all the suggestions. If you make your twin beds into bunk beds, there is so much room for activities. Like practicing karate in the garage. If you get rid of the bed frame and set it on the floor, it prevents the monsters from hiding under it for extra bedroom safety. However, this does make it more likely a cockroach will climb on you as you sleep. If you can't sleep, count sheep. Don't count endangered animals. You will run out. Switching the direction you lay in the bed makes it feel like a new bed. And if you sleep in a big bed alone, switch sides every once in a while. Or sleep in the middle. Sometimes your brain is conditioned to think you have less room than you really do. If you sleep in a big bed all alone, make sure to spread your arms and legs and take as much space as possible to keep the ghosts from joining you in bed. Don't eat crackers in bed. I wouldn't kick you out of bed for eating crackers. Progressive muscle relaxation. Start relaxing your feet. Then your calves and thighs. Move upwards and relax your back muscles. Your arms and shoulders. Take some deep breaths. Relax your neck muscles and jawline. You will fall asleep in peace. If you fall backwards onto the bed and lift your legs, you can turn the momentum into a little backwards roll, which looks pretty cool. I just tried this and I fell on my ass. I've done this in the past and rolled off the bed. Make sure to cover your whole body with the blanket for extra defense against the darkness. It's the chainsaws coming for my feet. Turn the pillow upside down when it's hot. That's cool. Like the other side of the pillow. Never, and I mean never, eat an everything bagel in bed. The results are devastating. Since this was tagged NSFW, don't work from your bed if you're working from home. Separating your workspace from relaxation space will help you be more productive when you're working and disengage from work when you're done. Bold of you to assume I value productivity over comfort. Many people will say that a good mattress can change your life. But they often neglect to mention that a good pillow can have a similar effect. Match your sheet color to the color of your dog. After having a white husky and dark blue bed set, it's disturbing to see how much hair there is. My dog has beige fur. My cat is tuxedo. Send help. Sleep with your own blankets. I seriously don't know how couples share a blanket. I like to roll up like a lil burrito. One trick I'm quite fond of is short sheeting. You pull the sheet all the way up to the head of the bed and then you fold the bottom up to sit where the top usually is just in front of the pillows. When someone tries to get into bed, they won't be able to stretch their legs out, and it is hilarious. For those like me who had a hard time visualizing. If you get a running start before you flip the light switch off, you decrease the chance of monsters under the bed being able to snatch at your feet before you make it to the safety of the bed. Edit. No. I will not bow to the AI overlords and get smart bulbs. Get an electric blanket and tuck it under your fitted sheet. Use the controls to preheat your bed on cold nights. Building a pillow fort around you surprisingly makes you feel a lot more comfortable while sleeping. This is most wholesome post. I believe the intention was for dirty responses, and I have learned so much from the positive comments. I scrolled looking for this. I can't tell if Reddit misinterpreted or it's one big collaboration. Give yourself some extra room by curling up and sleeping on the bench at the end of the bed. It's actually a lot bigger than it seems. Don't be afraid to sleep separately from your lover. It's not an indication of a poor relationship if your sleep patterns don't work together, and frankly, poor sleep grumpiness can lead to a poor relationship. I have multiple pillows depending on how my body wants me to sleep that night. There's firm, medium, soft, and sex. Set the room to absolute zero, then cover up in 13 blankets. Don't watch TV right before trying to go to sleep. Listen to music or read a book. Your mind needs less sensory input to be lulled to sleep. Definitely a kick flip. A 3 lift at the head of the bed, causing the entire mattress to sit at a very slight angle, helps to improve blood flow and reduce snoring. Rotate the mattress from time to time. If you live in a hot climate, soak a handkerchief/small towel in water and wring it lightly so that it's wet but not dripping wet, then fold it in half and wrap around your neck. It'll keep you cool throughout the night. Falling asleep in less than 5 minutes. Wish I knew how. Get a weighted blanket off Amazon if you want to feel a little less alone. Always try to sleep lying face up. For side sleepers and others it would take a while to get used to, but future you will thank you for it. Electric heated undersheet for the winter. It's advertised for the elderly, but man, it's nice to be warm when it's cold out. Tuck your legs in or else demons will drag you under the bed. Also, don't let your hand hang off the bed. I am pretty sure the op meant sex tips when he said tricks in bed. But I love how Reddit has turned this post into a post about sleeping habits and what not to eat in bed. Wholesome AF. Whenever you flip to your back or stomach, roll towards the center of the bed to keep the bottom sheet from moving. Use your bed for only sleeping. Don't lay there on your phone for hours. Do that on the floor for all I care. Just not your bed. Your brain will start to associate your bed with sleep, making it easier to do so. Place your alarm of choice as far away from the bed as possible. That way, you'll be less likely to hit the snooze button and oversleep. Wash your pillow after 2 years. Trust me, it'll be like heaven. Blackout curtains are a godsend, especially if you're sensitive to light or if you work night shifts. Also, if you want to maintain good sleep hygiene, don't do anything in bed other than sleep or sex. And if you take melatonin, you're supposed to take them 2 hours before you hope to fall asleep. Putting your phone away will help you go to sleep faster. Do not under any circumstances position your bed in the middle of the wall with your head towards the middle of the room. Beds belong in corners.